Hey, you. Yeah, you. Welcome to the Malaka podcast.
Tekashi 6ix9ine. Ladies and gentlemen, I've seen a lot of people in the music industry. Not personally, just I've listened to music all my life. And I've seen people go up and down with hits and bombs and drugs and alcohol and a whole bunch of shit music. And I've never seen anybody fuck up a career this fast, this soon as this guy. I don't know what the fuck happened. I'll be honest with you. I don't know much about this guy. I'm kind of learning as the months go by, and this is just a fucking mess. I mean, I don't understand this at all. I mean, there's this reputation in rap where you have to show who's got the biggest balls and just always represent where you're from, and you can't leave your hood or wherever the fuck you're from. And I respect that. I really do. But at the same time, if you're not smart enough to know that your situation that you're in is not a positive situation, and if you can't grow from that, it's just going to keep sucking you back in. I think I mentioned this before. I saw a conversation go down with Snoop and ASAP Rocky. And I mean, there's another guy that's been through a lot of shit lately that I feel is not his fault. But anyways, maybe we'll talk about that another time. But Snoop was just basically saying that when you get to a certain point in your career, you just keep going up and up. And the problem is the people around you, they may not be moving the same speed you are. Maybe they're not moving at all. And it's not that they want to keep you down with you, Maybe some of them do, who knows? But, you have to keep moving on with your journey, and they'll try to hold you back, and, you end up coming back down again. And it just shouldn't be like that. And, like I said, I'm still learning a lot about this guy. And, there's no reason why a guy like this at the age of 23 should be going through this much shit. There's no way. But a lot of it, from what I see here, he basically brought a lot of this shit to himself. And, he had to prove how tough he was and do stupid things, and honestly, it makes no sense to me. Maybe because I'm older, but even at the age of 23, I wasn't thinking like this. I mean, I was doing stupid shit, I'll give you that, but to go to this extreme is just insane. So I don't know. Let's just see what went wrong here, and maybe on someday, somewhere in the future, he can hopefully correct this. But in the end, that's up to him. So let's see where all this started. First off, Tekashi 6ix9ine's real name is Daniel Hernandez. He was born May 8th, 1996, known professionally as 6ix9ine. Now it's spelled with a 6, I-X, 9, I-N-E, all one word. It's pronounced 6ix9ine. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys, 69 is probably one of the funniest numbers out there. I can't think of a better one. In many ways, he's almost ruined this for me. So many great jokes out there. I've always said to guys, if you're a lazy guy and you want to please your woman, this is the best position to be in. You're lying down, she's on top, you're pleasing her, she's pleasing you. It's great. And this Malakias ruined it for me. But anyways, is an American rapper and songwriter of Puerto Rican and Mexican descent. His musical career has been marked by an aggressive style of rapping, while his controversial public persona is characterized by his distinctive rainbow-colored hair, extensive tattoos, public feuds with fellow celebrities, and legal issues. Thank you very much, Wikipedia, for just breaking it down very simply all the time. Always love you. But yeah, this guy's look, I mean, it just tripped me out the first time. Because, if you see this guy like walking the street, you think he's I don't know, a clown in training or something, And then I was like, where have I seen this look before, And, I'm a kid that was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, and we grew up with a lot of interesting cartoons, and then it hit me. He looks like Rainbow Bright. And what Rainbow Bright is, it's a cartoon, way back in the day. Ironically, IMDb gives it a 6.9 rating. I mean, I can't write this shit. But anyways, yeah, like he looks like this little cartoon character where, I don't know, she rode around on ponies or something and had a ray assortment of colorful friends, like literally not race. I mean, just like one was red, one was yellow, green, blue, purple. She looked like she had Teletubbies as friends there, and I don't know. I forgot those little toys, that looked like sort of like Ewok droppings. They were furry and they had the weird eyes that closed up and down. I don't know, but that's what the dude reminded me of. So then you basically take that image and, have almost a Chucky mentality. Now, if you don't know who Chucky is, it's basically one of the scariest dolls of all time. Or at least the first movie was. I mean, I don't know. I think they made like 12 of them after. Redman and Jennifer Tilly were in one of them. But anyways, yeah, so you kind of take that mentality and, it's just a weird combination, like I get it, like rap is always evolving, and I heard Black Moon is going to come out with an album soon, so thank God for that. But I mean, for now, we're just going to have to put up with all this shitty music that's coming out lately. And, again, I don't mean to sound like a old head. Head. Anyways, it just, but, like a lot of it is shit. And it's funny, like, like when you Google Tekashi 6ix9ine, like you see a lot of the other rappers and, they all got the face tattoos. They all pretty much look the same, like they're coming out of an assembly line. And like I said before in a previous podcast, it just seems like a lot of these dudes are influenced by Lil Wayne. The whole face tattoo thing and just, the whole look, So I get that, I mean, a lot of rappers today, they got little in front, whatever. And, that's cool, But it's just a very weird look, man. I just don't get it. I don't know, like... I mean, he looks like he's auditioning for the remake of Prison Break. But, yeah, I mean, literally 6ix9ine is all over his body. His fingers, his arms. I mean, he's got the big-ass 6ix9ine on his face. The most interesting tattoo I find is he's got one of Jigsaw from the movie Saw. Now... I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw the first Saw movie. I didn't think it was anything special. I almost felt like they just made up that ending at the end there. And yeah, I can't picture any woman getting turned on by that. Just I mean, ladies, I get it. I mean, maybe 2% of us, guys out there are actually attractive, but, like a face of a little puppet dude, are you ready to play the game? I don't think that's going to turn anybody on. So, plus you put in the spider webs and, it looks like he's got a rose there. Okay, he's trying to somehow keep it classy. But, yeah, I don't know what he's going for here. I don't know. Like, again, this screams attention. So, it's either tattoo artist or rapper. You got two choices in life. I mean, now it looks like he only has one. But, I see a picture of him, without any of the shit before, and like a clean-cut guy. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. On some level, you're just looking for attention, I guess. I mean, look, if it makes you happy, you find a girl out there that is really into the position 6ix9ine, you're in, I guess. I mean, the wings on the 6ix9ine, that's a nice touch, you know. I mean, to me, that says, you know what, if you can die giving a woman 69, then, you know, afterwards you're free, I guess. I was just happy when my mom bought me a pair of FUBU jeans. You know, I'm not saying I was a gangster or nothing. White kid from Canada, that's not going to happen. But I mean, I was just happy with that look. You know, but it's a different world. But anyways, born and raised in Brooklyn, Hernandez first became widely known in late 2017 after releasing his debut single, Gumbo. The song became a national hit, reaching number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100, and enjoyed further commercial success after gaining platinum certification in the United States. Now, in this day and age, when you're that young, you got a hit like that soon, that's phenomenal. So for that, that's, you know, a huge accomplishment, especially for a guy his age. I mean, I tell people all the time, when you have an album, nowadays it's literally like your business card. That's all it is, you know? When's the last time you bought an album? Actually paid money, you went outside or even just went online to get an album. Can you actually go outside? Is there still CD stores, record stores? No? I don't think so. But anyways, yeah, I mean, that's a huge accomplishment, like I said before. And, you know, good for him for doing that. And yeah. He went on to release the mixtape Day 6ix9ine a year later, which contained 3 additional singles to also chart on the Hot 100, while the mixtape itself debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200 album chart. So, he had a hit single, hit album, very young. It takes a lot of balls just to accomplish that today, you know. And a lot of times when these guys get success, I mean, they really don't know what to do with it. I mean, you know, it happens really fast, you know. I mean, keep in mind, 2017 was just a couple years ago, you know. It's not like I'm sure he was working, you know, before this, but I mean, you know, that's a fast come up, man, you know. A few months later, his single Fifi, is it pronounced that? Fifi, Fefe, F-E-F-E, okay, featuring fellow rapper Nicki Minaj and produced by Murder Beats, would peak at number 3 on the Hot 100 and acted as the lead single for his debut album, Dummy Boy. That's right, he named his album Dummy Boy. I don't know why. That's a very ironic title now, considering all the shit he's done. But, yeah, obvious jokes. Anyways, despite generally negative critical reception, the album debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200. Now, I was thinking about reviewing his albums, the mixtape, and this one. I'm not the type of person, you know, to judge a book by its cover, or even an album by its cover, or just anything in general. But I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, you know. A lot of new rappers last couple years, you know, they just pop up every day, you know, on SoundCloud. Shout out to those guys. Thanks for the support. And yeah, I mean, it's really hard to keep track of all these guys. So for him to do this again, I mean, was just, you know, that's pretty crazy. So, but yeah, I listened to both these albums. I don't get it. There's one song on there that's decent. On, I think it was the first album, or no, the second one. Fuck, I don't even know. It had Tory Lanez on it. It's hard to fuck up a track with Tory Lanez. Somehow he was able to do that. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, his rap style, I mean, he just gets on there and he's just, you know, I assume, like he sounds like one of these guys that literally just stubbed his toe before he went into the booth and, you know, just he just said, fuck it, I'm just going to roll with it. I'm still pissed off, but I'm going to just show it off in my voice. So, yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, rap, there's so many different rappers out there, and I guess he's an acquired taste. I'm just starting to think, like, I mean, it didn't get good reviews. Personally, I didn't think it was any good. But again, it's just almost like one of these things where I want to see what he does next. I want to see, the next track he tries to do. I mean, maybe this one will be good, and I don't know, maybe we're still waiting, I guess. Seems like he's going to have this style. I mean, that's just the way he raps or sounds, whatever. I don't know. A lot of these guys, I don't know, it just seems like they're yelling. I don't know, they're very pissed off at shit, and I don't know, their aggression is coming on the mic, And I get that. Sometimes it works in songs, but at the same time, like, I don't know, why are you so mad? I don't get it. Like, I don't know, just relax, man, Just, you should get weed that calms you down, not, makes you pissed off. Just a thought. Hernandez's outspoken public persona and legal issues have received significant media attention. He has been a frequent source of controversy for his conduct on social media and feuds with other celebrities. In 2015, he pled guilty to a felony count of use of a child in a sexual performance and received a 4-year probation period and had to do 1,000 hours of community service. In 2018, he was arrested on racketeering, weapons, and drug charges, for which he pled guilty in 2019 and is facing a possible 47-year prison sentence. 47 years. Now, from what I'm told, this guy, he's not going to get that. Unfortunately, though, he's snitching. Now, for those of you who are for snitching, against snitching, as in my previous podcast, Crime Pays, I had the chance to snitch. I didn't. I'm not saying I'm better than Tekashi 6ix9ine, actually, although I am. And I usually don't say that to people. I'm and definitely in this case, I am better than this guy. I don't give a shit what anybody says. But, I'm just saying, you do the crime, you do the time. And don't fucking rat anybody out and throw anybody else under the bus, because that's what it seems like he's doing. He's naming a lot of people's names. I'm not going to name these people's names. Fuck it. You want to go on YouTube and check it out, that's your business. But, yeah, and it looks like, after pleading guilty to 9 felonies, he's going to be under, the government protection, for being a witness. And, I'm sure his time will definitely go down for that. I can't ever imagine this guy ever getting work again. Even if he never did any of these things, I can't imagine looking like that and, going into a job interview. Sir, yeah, we'd love to give you the job for general manager, but you have a big 6ix9ine on your face. Yeah, maybe you should try the porno store down the street. Maybe they'll accept you, they'll find it funny, kind of ironic, just, it's not for us, sir. I'm sorry, I would say worst case scenario, maybe you could do voiceovers, but he's yelling his ass off anyway. I don't know, man. I've never seen anything like this before. I mean, this, I know what a lot of people are thinking, rappers have fucked up in the past before, but really this early? Really? I mean, apparently they got video of him, doing a bunch of shit. And, there was this video out there where he literally, I don't know if he did it or his friend did it without him. Well, well clearly he knew, because he's looking right in the phone there. And he's like ordering a hit. And on some guy, and and again, how many fucking times have I told you guys, okay? You do shit online, you think, okay, maybe a couple of people are gonna see it, and a couple of views, whatever. Like, everyone's gonna fucking see it, and it's considered a crime. Yes, if you do, see, again, to all you millennials out there, and yes, I am aware I'm a first-year millennial, but I am not that kind of millennial. I'm a millennial that has learned to respect music, and even if it's shit, I don't listen to it. I don't bitch about it. I just don't fucking listen, But of course, I'll bitch about it because, I can, because I don't consider myself a millennial. Makes sense of that. The point is, when you do shit online, or you say something online, it's out there. And yes, it is considered a crime. Just because you don't do it and it's not being recorded, that doesn't mean it's not considered a crime. So I don't know what the fuck this guy was thinking. I don't know. Maybe, again, he's looking for attention. He's thinking he's unstoppable, He goes on The Breakfast Club, which is a radio show based in New York there. And, like, he's just going off, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna get all these views and da 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 da. Well, that's great, man. That's great, because now the whole world will see how much you fucked up. I let my nuts hang. Yeah, okay. Listen, if you're a guy, all of our nuts hang. Okay, but we don't wave them in people's fucking faces and rub it in, reporters and social media's face and say, hey, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Yeah, you know what, dude? There's going to be consequences. Now I'm hearing in court he doesn't have shit in his hair anymore, no color. His persona of, I guess being an asshole is just pretty much gone. And, he's got the jail uniform or suit, whatever the fuck, I don't know. And apparently he has to go through a secret tunnel because, God only knows how many fucking people are after him. I heard Jay Prince is, telling him to shut the fuck up. And first of all, if you don't know who the fuck Jay Prince is, okay, just Google him, do your research. He's a very powerful man in the music industry. He should be well respected. He is well respected. And if he tells you not to do something, you shut the fuck up and you don't do it. And you listen to him, okay? Clearly this man is not respecting his elders, okay? And I've told this to people all the time, especially from, I'm not saying I'm old, I'm not saying I'm young either, but, you grow up and you learn just to respect the people that came before you, and learn from them. And then hopefully you grow old and you get to pass on that knowledge. And the way 6ix9ine here was living, it doesn't seem like, he had, any choice. He basically had two choices. Either, someone was going to kill him, or he's going to end up in jail. And he's pretty much in jail right now. Can't imagine what's going through this kid's head. He's 23. He's still a kid. He's still doing this shit. And it's just really sad. Like, it's really sad to see this, I know I'm ripping on him a little bit here, but this is just, it's really sad to see, like, what this guy has become, and it says here that, Mr. Hernandez here was born on May 8th, 1996. He's from Bushwick, Brooklyn, New York City, to a mother originally from, I hope I get the pronunciation right here, Atlico, Puebla, Mexico, and a Puerto Rican father. Hernandez grew up speaking Spanish and has sung in Spanish in his 2 tracks, Bebe and Mala, in 2018. Hernandez was raised with his older brother, Oscar, by his parents until he was 13. When his father was shot dead steps away from the family home. Fuck, man. Honestly, man, my heart goes out to him just for that. That is just really sad. No kid deserves to go through that, Following the murder, Hernandez was hospitalized for depression and post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah, no shit. I mean, fuck. I mean, I can't imagine what would happen if that happened to me, man. I mean, uh, poor kid. Hernandez also suffers from asthma. Emotionally disturbed by the death of his father, Hernandez started to act out and was eventually expelled from school in the 8th grade for bad behavior. Rather than continuing his education, he started working at various jobs, such as being a busboy to help his mother financially. Hernandez also dealt drugs to supplement his income, most notably selling cannabis and heroin. That's a big jump, eh? Fuck, jeez. On the streets while working at a local Brooklyn bodega. He was eventually arrested for his criminal activities and sentenced to prison time at Rikers Island. Oh shit, fuck. You gotta be a tough motherfucker to survive that one. Where he began to associate himself with the 9 Trey Gangsters, a prison sublet of the Bloods street gang. Hernandez began his career as a rapper in 2014, releasing songs such as 6ix9ine and Scum Life. Other earlier songs were taken down by YouTube. Well, like I said before, I mean, you don't gotta be Dr. Phil to figure out this shit and, why he's lashing out and, he did what he had to do. Like, a lot of people growing up, sold drugs. I don't condone that. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, remember Jay-Z once said that, he sold, crack. But if you think about it, it's almost like working a part-time job, because if you take in all the hours, that you put into it, you're getting fast money right there. But, think about it. You got to bag it. You got to stand in the corner. It doesn't matter. Rain, sleet, snow, either. Oh, that's it. It basically adds up to the same shit. So I don't know why you would take that huge chance. Like I said before, cannabis and hair. I mean, just like I don't know. I've never heard that. Usually you sell one, or you do coke or hair. That's all right. I mean, okay. Little from column A, little from column B. All right, but and then going to jail here. Of course you're going to associate yourself with the gang. Why? Because one, you want to survive. And two, you want someone to know that, someone's got your back, like in life. Again, I'm not going to speak on the gang life. I don't know a lot about it, White boy from Canada. It's not going to happen for the most part. But, I do know growing up, especially at that young age, you want someone to look up to, or just people, surrounded, around you, knowing that they'll have your back in any situation. And, going through all this as a teenager, I mean, you don't know that much anyway about the world, but you do know that you do want support from anywhere you can get it, so I'm sure that's what he was thinking. It just unfortunately he had to go through all this shit so early in his life, And it says here, Hernandez began releasing rap songs in 2014. Over the next 3 years, he released multiple tracks and videos with titles such as Scum Life, Yokai, Yokai. You guys figure it out. And Helsing Station, drawing attention for his aggressive rapping style and use of anime as music video visuals. Now again, wants to get attention, which is nothing wrong with that, as long as it's in a positive way, hopefully. But at the same time, the anime and then the aggressive rap style, it's again, it's an interesting mix. It's one of those things where even if you don't like it, you still want to kind of check it out, and say, hey, this kid's still doing this at a young age. At least he's, trying to be creative here, Many of his early songs were released by FCK Them, a music label based in Slovakia, gathering fame as an internet meme for his rainbow-dyed hair, excessive tattoos, and rainbow plated grills. That's something I didn't bring up before. He has every one of every color of the rainbow in his teeth. It's almost like watching an angry pack of Skittles rapping. But anyways, he eventually became an associate of fellow New York rapper 6ix9ine. They later feuded after Hernandez allegedly stole instruments and songs they had made together. The songs were Polls 1469, released in April 2017, featured Hernandez alongside Triple Reed on YouTube. Okay. Well, that's not cool. Again, I don't know anything about this. I don't give a shit if you're stealing songs, stealing jokes. You know, you work with somebody, you want to give them the benefit of a doubt. So, again, I don't know anything about this. I'm just saying if it's true, it's not cool. So, but yeah, it looked like from here after he got out, like he wanted to just, focus more on music, But again, like you watch these videos, and like he's not exactly given the sunny day perception here. Not to say that, you have to, but, again, you got to be aware of how you're coming across. Now I'm watching the 6ix9ine video here, Kooda, spelled Kooda, has 250 million views. Not his most popular one, but still 250 million. That's it's not bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can only get through about 48 seconds of the song. I think it's funny that literally he shows himself with a gun, which first of all is pretty incriminating right there. Just a heads up there. But then literally in the next scene, he's kissing a dog, a cute little puppy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I really don't know what to make of this. So you're basically saying that, this is what I'm getting. You're basically saying that you're tough and you got a gun, and yet you're, still cool and nice like a puppy. Is that it? Like it's kind of a best of both worlds here. You can be tough, but you can be a puppy. I don't know. Like I don't get it. They just throw a bunch of shit in there, and I don't know. Everybody in the video seems pretty happy. But again, you're not exactly conveying the most clearest message here. Also, I'd like to point out that I'm really trying hard to watch the rest of this video. You want to do something fun, watch this video, put the closed caption on. I was going to mention this before. I clearly can't understand what the fuck he's saying. Neither can the closed caption on YouTube. So I don't know if you can make sense of this. Please just let me know what he's saying. Something about a woman, I think. I'm pretty sure. Also, I just kind of had an epiphany here. You guys know who Little John is, right? Whether you know his music, he created the whole crunk movement, or even if you see Dave Chappelle making fun of him. Or maybe you saw him on Apprentice. I didn't think he actually talked. Like, remember when Dave Chappelle made fun of him, And he's like, well, that's crazy, doctor. That's what he actually sounds like, I remember he was on Howard Stern, and like as soon as he came in there, Howard Stern's like, you're fucking a bunch of bitches, whatever. And he goes, well, Howard, I'm married. So anyways, I never realized how good Little John sounds screaming on like any rap song. That's what it's supposed to sound like. I mean, he's like one of the best hype men of all time. You want him on a track, you'll get attention, it's clear, it's cool. This Malakias is just fucking yelling his ass off, Again, everyone seems to be having a great time. But this is not the way to do it, all right? So if you're going to do it the Little John way. Yeah! Also, he really does seem to be obsessed with his nuts hanging. He says it in the song, is he aware how like testicles work? I mean, they're just supposed to naturally hang. You know, I always tell people all the time, like, if you're tough, you don't have to act tough or say you're tough. You're just tough. I mean, it doesn't, you know, I mean, like, I mean, like, are they dragging off the ground? I mean, does he need like, I don't know, go to briefs instead of boxers? I don't know what the fuck his problem is. He also says you can talk hot on the internet, boy. Doesn't groupie shit. We're not into that, boy. Now, if that's not an ironic statement coming from him, I don't know what is. I get it. I mean, he actually did these things, these really stupid, pointless crimes. But, oh, wow, it's, yeah, it must be worth it, eh? Okay. The only positive I can see out of this video is that they got Crips and Bloods. They're all getting along. So, I mean, yeah, I just, holy shit. I mean, I remember like in the mid thousands, I just gotta say this, sorry. Like, I just remember in the mid thousands, like you could tell the quality of rap music was slowly getting down and it just wasn't as good. And, the production, is just slowly getting lazier and, oh, fuck. What the fuck happened, man? Holy shit. I thought Little B was the lowest point in rap and Soldier Boy and oh my god. Drake? Drake? Oh, shut up. Anyways, what's happening, guys? What's happening to my beloved hip hop? What's going on here? I mean, oh, Madonna mia. Anyways, I think I'm done. I mean, what else is there to do? I mean, it says here he's done some charitable work. That's nice. Are you giving back the money that you stole from the guy too? I mean, like, oh, I don't know. I really don't know what else to say. I don't know. I mean, is this what the future holds for music? Or, I've heard the last 10 years, rap has been the most dominant music, no shit. I don't know where the fuck rock went. But, apparently it says he was influenced by some kind of rock and metal too, but I don't remember hearing anything like this when I was growing up, And again, I'm not trying to sound old or nothing. Like, I get it, things got to change, but can't they change for the better or the same, or maybe sort of the same? No, we gotta put up with this shit now? Okay. Well, not anymore. I mean, it doesn't look like he's gonna come up with any new music in at least 47 years. But, yeah. Jesus. The fuck is rap gonna be like in 47 years? But, I don't know, performed by more holograms and robots and, I don't know. It's gotta sound better than this, that's for sure. But, yeah. Tekashi 6ix9ine. Like, why did he go with that name? Like, again, like I said before, he just, completely ruined such a beautiful and magical number, but why? Well, there's a quote here that says, "I never lost sense of where I came from. That's what makes me 6ix9ine. The true meaning of 6ix9ine is just because you're right doesn't mean I'm wrong. You just haven't seen my life from my perspective. Turn the 6 upside down and it's 9, but remains the same in a different perspective. Open your mind and heart." Huh. Well, I gotta say, that's not what I expected. I'm not gonna lie. That's, yeah. Are you sure he said that? Really? Wow, okay. I mean, in many ways, that's true, you know. But he's young, you know. I mean, when I was 23, like, I don't think the same way now. I mean, you gotta go through a lot of shit. You know, when you're a teenager, you're lost, and when you're in your 20s, you're just trying to figure out what you want to be, and hopefully between 30 and 40, work towards that, and you establish yourself. And when you hit 40, you can, feel comfortable who you are, and you know, just be like that for the rest of your life. If you need to tweak your life a little bit, that's cool. So I get the fact from a 23-year-old perspective, you can think like this. And in many ways it's true, you know, but it doesn't have to be like that, And I really hope that everything he's gone through, I'm still going to say that it's very possible that he can still change his life around, you know. He's just got to really wake up and say, you know what, this is this is as bad as it gets, So, like I said before, this is your problem, whatever you have done, My advice to you is don't throw anybody else under the bus, just deal with it yourself, you know. Old saying goes, like I said before, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Okay? Doesn't matter how tough you are, or pretend how tough you are on the internet, you will be exposed. And I'm not saying that, he's not tough, but he doesn't have to have this persona, And I get it, like, you go through a tragedy, like what happened with his father, and probably in his head he's probably thinking, you know what, like, I got to show people that this shit's not going to happen to me, So I get that, I really do. But the way you're going about it is just completely wrong, and he's paying the price for it right now. So again, to anybody out there, not even just like if you're a young rapper, just anybody out there. I mean, you do bad shit, it's going to come back to haunt you. I'm a big believer in karma. And let's just see what happens here. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem like this court case is going to end anytime soon. And, obviously it's got to play out. And, with all these audio and videos popping up of him, in court, it's not looking good, but I don't know, maybe somehow he can literally turn his life around like you would a 6 to a 9. And yes, you can be that person forever. You will forever be that 6, 9, whatever. But you can still change how people see it. So in life, you want to be yourself, or do you want to be Tekashi 6ix9ine?